Have you ever wondered why, despite trying every new diet, you still struggle to lose weight?
Oh, absolutely.
Every year, there's a crazy diet craze that promises if you eat this but not that, you'll drop pounds and lose inches. It is tough to know what to believe. Some people say low carb is the way to go. Others say high carb. There are fat-free diet plans and diets that encourage you to put butter in your coffee. There's Jenny Craig, Paleo, South Beach, fasting, the cookie diet, the grapefruit diet, Atkins, juicing, the ketogenic, the blood type diet, the macrobiotic, the Mediterranean, the sugar busters, the Weight Watchers, the zone. Oh my God, so many more. If you've been on any of these diets, you may have had some success at first, but eventually you got too hungry, too deprived, frustrated, or bored to stay on the plan. And if you're a serial dieter, you're not alone. There are 108 million dieters in the United States. We spend billions on diet drinks and low-calorie foods, yet obesity levels are continuing to rise, and by 2030, nearly half the population of the U.S. will be obese. Millions of people are dieting, but obesity levels keep rising. Why? So the first myth is that the best way to lose weight is to go on a diet. Nope. Here's why diets fail. They fail for biological and psychological reasons. Diets are often restrictive. When you take in too few calories, your body becomes more efficient, and if your body had a voice, it would say, "What's this? Not enough fuel is coming in? It's time to make the most of those calories. Let's slow our roll." Then your body needs fewer calories just for maintenance, so it is much easier to gain weight after you stop dieting. The number on the scale goes up, you try another diet, and the cycle continues. Studies show that in the long run, dieting contributes to weight gain. Unbelievable, isn't it? There is scientific proof that dieting makes you gain weight more easily. In a study of more than 2,000 sets of twins, the dieting twin was much more likely to become overweight than the non-dieting twin. And let's talk about stress and weight gain. There's also a correlation between stress and weight gain. The impact of stress on our bodies has been well documented, so we know there is definitely a connection between stress and the release of a hormone called cortisol, which is linked to weight gain around the stomach. Stress causes the release of cortisol, which makes glucose, and then it gets stored as belly fat. That is one reason why people under stress are more likely to gain weight, especially around the middle. In fact, one study followed a group of dieters who consumed the same number of calories on a specific meal plan. Some participants counted calories, and others didn't do any calorie counting. Both groups of dieters became more stressed while dieting, whether they were counting calories or not. In other words, simply being on a diet causes stress. Tracy Mann, the researcher who conducted the study, said stress cannot be avoided when you're dieting because dieting itself causes stress. Dieting causes the stress response that has already been shown to lead to weight gain. So if diets cause stress and stress causes weight gain, then going on a diet may not be the best way to lose weight, right? And by the way, are you feeling stressed? Are you?
Maybe a little.
This might feel like a crazy question because a lot of people are pretty stressed out, but I want you to really think about it. Think about what are the primary stressors in your life? Make a list. Start to notice if you are feeling those stressors, and that's when you find yourself turning to food. Awareness is the first step to changing your habits. Another myth about weight loss has to do with artificial sweeteners. It's the idea that using them makes you lose weight more easily. Wrong. Artificial sweeteners make you gain weight. Yes. Diet soda and other artificially sweetened drinks and foods are marketed as tools for weight loss, yet they're linked to weight gain, not weight loss. That's right. Artificial sweeteners can make you gain weight. Drinking artificially sweetened soda increases the probability of weight gain. Research shows that. And it also increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, hypertension, metabolic syndrome, and diabetes. What is really astonishing is that these findings are not new. In fact, researchers have known of this link between artificial sweeteners and weight gain for decades. The correlation between sugar substitutes and weight gain, that dates back to the 1970s, when a study of nearly 32,000 nurses revealed that those who used saccharin gained more weight than those who didn't use artificial sweeteners. And in the 1980s, the American Cancer Society studied nearly 80,000 women, and they found that the women who used artificial sweeteners gained more weight, you got it, you guessed it, than the ones who didn't use them. In that same decade, the San Antonio Heart Study showed that men and women who regularly consumed artificially sweetened drinks had a higher BMI, body mass index, than those who didn't drink those beverages. The third myth is that all calories are created equal. This is the idea that no matter what you eat, whether it's healthy or not, you simply have to expend more calories than you take in order to lose weight. According to this theory, it doesn't matter what you're eating, since a calorie is a calorie is a calorie. Most of us have been taught that to lose a pound, you have to create a calorie deficit of 3,500 calories. Other studies conclude the same thing. Calories alone are what matters when it comes to weight loss. But our bodies are complicated, and not everyone responds the same way. I once treated a woman who insisted that she had to be on a diet, and she could never imagine eating intuitively. At the time, she was on Weight Watchers, which is a plan that asks dieters to count points instead of calories. Now, she used most of her points on processed foods like cookies and protein bars. She thought that as long as she stayed in her point level, she would lose weight. She did not want to give up on those sweets that she loved, and this, to her, was a perfect way to eat dessert without guilt. But she felt sluggish, she felt tired, and the scale did not budge. But when she began using her points on fresh, whole foods, she started feeling better and she lost weight. This highlights the fact that the quality of the food you're consuming is important to your health and well-being. You can have 150 calories of ice cream, or you can eat a banana for roughly the same number of calories. Your body gets much more nutrition from the banana than the ice cream.
Yes, science!
Now, researcher and best-selling author Jonathan Baylor looked at more than 1,200 scientific studies to prove that not all calories are equal. And he revealed conclusively that counting calories is not an effective tool for weight loss. So there you have the 3 myths. Diets don't work. Artificial sweeteners cause weight gain. Not all calories are equal. In fact, most commonly held ideas about weight loss are myths. When it comes to dieting, the truth is along the lines of what psychology researcher Tracy Mann concluded. As she put it, it is only the rate of weight regain, not the fact of weight regain, that appears open to debate. No wonder it's so hard to lose weight by dieting and keep it off. But the good news is it's possible to harness the power of your mind to change your body. So focus on why you're eating, not what you're eating. That's the first step towards creating massive and lasting change. So tell me, what's the biggest takeaway in this video for you? Drop a comment, let me know.